And then Link. What's that do? No. Request. How do I invite? Hey guys, it's Mazikeen and I. I'm trying to figure out how to invite Annie. Hi guys. Okay, I've got to figure out how to invite Annie. Okay, looks like. Hi guys, it's Mazikeen and I'm just waiting for Annie to hop in here, and I think I can invite her on as soon as she hops on. Mazzy, your fans want to say hi to you. Mazzy, look at your fans want to say hi to you. Alright guys, we are going to do a poinsettia today, but I gotta wait till Annie hops on, so I can bring her on. She's the one that's gonna be asking all the questions. Answering questions, not asking, sorry. This is a bit more difficult than TikTok. Let me see if I invite her personally. Sorry, I don't mean to shake the camera. No, I don't see her. Okay, did the other people do it a lot more easily than I did? Let's see. Annie, where are you? Nope. How's the quality? Watching. Jeffrey Richmond. That one's the only one that says to bring to camera. That's interesting. Hold still. Let me message Annie. Okay, I'm live. How do I bring you on? Ooh. Oh, she's live. You're on the live? How do I bring you on? Oh, she doesn't have audio. I'm good. Do you want me? You don't want me to like add you on like as a second joiner? Okay. All right. She says we'll just be watching. All right. Sounds good. Looks like we'll start. Okay. So today's goal is going to be poinsettias. That's what we're gonna try to achieve. And the thing that I love about, you know, working on a hairless dog is the layering. So we are gonna start with the garland and the stars, and then we're just gonna layer on top the flowers. So we're gonna freehand the garland. All right, we got some OPAWZ white paste here. And I'm gonna take the, is this the thinnest brush that I have? One of the thinnest brushes that I have. And we're just gonna draw that on. So I wanted to curve, not curve, but like, I mean like, I like things to sway with her body, you know? So I'm just gonna go from her muscle here. Just gonna go over it. Oops. Alright, not the neatest line, but it's okay because everything else is basically going to cover it. Alright, got our line, and we can make that gold or we can leave it white, but just for the sake of being able to use more of the products, let's just make it gold. It'll probably also make it look a lot neater. See, and this is why I use a lot of stencils, because I'm not the best freehander. Alright, we're going to get our OPAWZ chalk. I have lots and lots of brushes. How's the connection, you guys? Is it okay? Where's the biggest fluffy one? There's a big fluffy one. This is just going to be my duster right here. Alright, we're going to take some chalk. I'm just going to dab that on. And I just want that white to grasp that yellow. So basically, because the white is the base and it's just gonna catch all that color, versus her skin that doesn't have the base on there is just gonna fall right off once I dust it off. You want to dab on. When you drag it, it doesn't really stick on as well than when you're dabbing it. Okay, now you get your big fluffy brush. You could just dust that off right, just like that. And the OPAWZ paste cleans up so easily, so you can literally just grab a baby wipe and clean up anything extra. So we got our line, and now we're just gonna add a bunch of stars all under here. And I have my star stencil right here. And we can use a brush. You want it to be very light. This is way too heavy. Alright, I don't know if you can see that. The middle's a bit dense, but the edges are very light. So we'll see how that turns out. Let me see, can you guys see? We're gonna start at this end right here. Alright, we're gonna do our first star. And you wanna dab on. Oh, great. Oh, you guys didn't even get to see that. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay, let me see. Redo. When you're doing stencils right close to each other, you really want to make sure that you wipe off the stencil. Like if I was doing it like way over here, it'll be fine. But like since it's so close, you want to set that before doing the next one also. So we're going with yellow again because we want it to be all nice and gold. I might mix in some browns to get like a copper color. And it dries very quickly, especially when you do a very, very light layer. It dries off very quickly. Okay, we got one. And second star. Can you guys see that one? Okay. Just making sure. And voila. And in the time that it takes me to wipe this off, I'm just going to let it dry. Clean fingers, a little moist, but all right, it's a little tacky, and that's what we want. We want tacky, not wet. Tacky is good. Tacky won't spread, tacky won't smudge. It will just grasp whatever you're using. If I was to do paste on top of paste, since we're doing paste with chalk, you know, you want tackiness. But if I was to do paste on top of paste, I would not be removing the stencil off. I would do it consecutively, like right after another. Here, I'll show you guys a demo. And that's because it's very hard to get an exact, it's really hard to put it back exactly where it was before. Let's just grab a new brush. Can you guys see? Yeah, you can. Perfect. Right in her little crease. Her little skin flap. Alright, that looks good. Then good. Gentle with it. It's also important that the dogs also don't move, because any little movement that she does, it's going to ruin the stencil as well. It's just gonna shift it because the skin, the skin like moves along with her. So if she shifts, it can throw off the stencil off completely. Alright, and then that one is gonna glow in the dark. Well, can glow in the dark now that you use the paste, because the paste is really good under black light. Let's see. I just have these big stars. A little star would be great right there. I can freehand the little star. It won't be as good as the stencils, but we can freehand the little star right there. But in the meantime, let's move to this one. All right. I love when they come out so crisp. Gotta wash this off. Not wash, but a little bit off. I can't see if you guys are commenting. Okay. Oh. You see how that's smudging, and that's because I didn't let it dry more. But we can clean it up right now with a baby wipe. You fixed your audio? Okay, Annie says she fixed her audio. So we can bring her on. Let's see. I don't know how to bring her on though. Annie! Oh, I accept you. Yay! Were you at it? Adding? Still says adding.
Hey, can
Annie!
you
You're here!
can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Awesome. Hi guys.
Alright, great. I can't see if people are commenting or not.
Yeah, I figured I'd hop on so I can share the comments with you.
Okay. Yeah, I don't. It must be something on my end.
Yeah, I think it's just a tech thing, but you're good. Mostly everybody is impressed with the the crisp stars.
Oh yeah, I love the crisp stars. That's why I love stencils. We're gonna see my horrible freehand star right here in this little flap, but yeah, that's gonna be hilarious. Uh, I love stencils, and that's like the big thing is that you need to make sure to that the brush can't be like super saturated and wet. It needs to be like really mild in the coating. Perfection.
The screen split now that I'm here. I was wondering if there's a setting on your end that can make it full screen again.
Okay, let me see.
Yes, whenever.
That's that on. Uh, previous bit. There's something that says remove there, but I don't know if it's gonna kick you off.
Hmm.
Let me see. If it removes you, just add back on.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's exactly change viewer. Yeah, that's exactly what it wants to do. Wants to kick you
Hmm.
off.
Okay, if that's our only option for removing the split screen, I would say kick me off.
Okay,
Just because we can only see half, and I think we'd rather
got it.
see what you're doing than
Okay,
hear me.
got it. All right. Say bye to Annie, you guys.
Bye.
Remove. Okay, there we go. I'm trying to hold that still. Okay, so we just did that part. We're gonna dust that off. Other one. Little prayer. I think I have an idea of how we can get Annie in here. Um, I have a second phone. So what if we give you a call from this phone? That didn't work. Second star, nice and techy. Okay. Did that work? Oh, wait. Can you hear me now? Oh, it's very low. I thought it would be a lot higher if I put you on speaker here. Yeah, it's not as good as the audio from the live. All right, we'll talk to you later then. Very low. Sorry, guys. Gonna move you guys. Her one little tuft of hair right there. And a lot of these stars are gonna be overlaid by the flowers. So fine. They don't have to be, well, you know, you want it to be as nice as possible. But they don't have to be perfect because they will be getting, they will just, they are decoration basically, background decoration. Did you guys see my mistake? I brushed her with the white rather than the big fluffy one. But very easy to clean up. So at least there's that. Happy little mistakes. What does Bob Ross say? There's no mistakes. There's like happy little trees or something. Look that way, Mazzy, because your skin squishes. Beautiful. That definitely needs more color. There you go. You can also put paste on top of the chalk as well. So like if you wanted to go over it, over the chalk, and then so that way you can make it glow or something. You can also put that on a brush and go over it lightly. Where we at? Okay. All right, last star. Well, minus the little freehand one that I'm about to attempt. All right. I'm going to put this off to the side. Wipe it down. The white base is only necessary for her, by the way, just because she's black. If you had a white dog, you can just go straight on with the with whatever color you were planning on using. But in order for it to pop on her, it needs a white undertone. Yeah. Dust that off. Dust that off. Okay, what happened to my little one? And oh my gosh. Let's see how this is gonna turn out. All right, it's not that bad. It's kind of cute. All right. Okay, next we're gonna start with the flowers. So let's start with the big. I'm gonna do one big one right here, and then we're gonna do three smaller ones. One right here, there, there. But yeah, we're gonna do one big one right here. I like doing the biggest pieces on the rib cage because it's just like the easiest where a big stencil can like hug. All right, we need more white. And we are layering. We're going to do that big one right there. All right, Mazzy, gonna need to hold still best as possible. Can you guys see? Yeah, you guys see. Wait, wait. No, look that way. Look that way. Mazzy. Yeah, you see how by her turning around? All right, beautiful. She kind of squished her skin in and caused it to shrink in a way. Wait, sure my noises don't help there. When they turn around, I'm over here squeaking, and she's like, "What? Why are you squeaking?" All right, that's not bad. And then we can also go in over again with the little brush if we wanted to, just so we can darken some areas. You need like a small flat brush. There you go. Small flat brush like that. That one was a little bit too much. It's gonna take longer to dry. It's a hot day here in LA. And I didn't want to turn the generator on because it's loud. So what I did was I turned the van on because I'm mobile. You guys didn't know. I turned the van on and I have the front door open and not the front door but the partition door open. And Mazikeen can now see outside when she normally can't. So she sees everyone passing by and she's like, "Ooh, person, who are you?" That is looking great. Okay, so these are leaves, and then that's the flower. We're gonna go in with green and red. I have not tried out the red paste yet, and I am very curious to see if it glows. Okay, green OPAWZ chalk. And when you're putting on the chalk, you want a nice dense brush. Big nice dense brush. It's just catches more of the product and it's easier to distribute. That is too wet, so I'm gonna have to wait so that dries a bit more. Grab another one. And then I've also, just in case you have a hairless dog that you've been wanting to paint on your own, these are from Amazon. They are like 10, $12 or something. And they work better than the really expensive brushes. Because for Groom Expo, I bought like really expensive brand brushes for her, and they were not as good as these cheaper ones. I believe OPAWZ also sells brushes, but I have not had the privilege of using them yet. So for the flower, I am going to do probably like 2 coatings of red. Also, if you do a second coat, it's going to be darker as well. That is also one thing to mention. The more coatings you do, the darker you can layer on to get a darker effect. There you go. That's exactly the way you say that. And then I'm also going to put the red paste on there. Probably just on the insides, just to give it a little accent. And put some gold in that in the middle. That's good. Big fluffy brush. That's my favorite part. I love being able to wipe off all that excess powder. Try out that red. Wow, that is pigment. That is super pigmented. I'm trying to get a little light brushing of it, but wow, it's just going on and on. Okay. And I just want this to be able to be an accent to the chalk, not completely coat it. Just in case you're like, why are you not covering the entire petal with it? I just want it to be an accent, a little accent. You guys see? Yeah. All right. That flower looks exotic. I like it. I should probably do that with the green too. We do have green. My arm is just gonna be all colored up by the end of this. But this washes off easily, so it's not a big deal. I am the palette. The little veins in there. All right. Oh my gosh, I love that. Okay, so you, big flower, are retired, and we will do the three smaller ones. Okay, off, away with you. Okay, the smaller ones. We have this stencil that has layering for you. Then do 1, and then 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so it's a flower. We're gonna put it like right there. I'm gonna move you guys. All right, we're gonna do chalk and the paste because we want it to be a little darker. We want it to be kind of like that. Let's put that on there. One, or is it this way? That way. It's this way. Right there, right on that hip bone. Okay, one. And do that with red chalk. Let it dry a little bit. In the meantime, wipe that off. Get the excess off. Now this is extremely temporary. As soon as I put her in the bathtub, just with the water alone, it's gonna wash off. But if you did want it a little bit more longer lasting, you can use Merrick's Clown Makeup, and that will make it last a little longer. Now it's gonna get everywhere for the first two to 3 days. It will get everywhere, but then after that, it will stay and it will stick. Okay, number 2. Really can't tell if that made a difference. That red on red. Oh, a little bit. Brush didn't work as well though. I need the thicker brush. But now it's gonna be really hard to get it exactly the same. But We shall try together. Yeah, this is the brush that I needed. That is way too saturated. That is some deep color. I am impressed. Hold on, Mazzy. Patience with me, Mazzy. Ah, doesn't look too bad. Oh my god. Wow. That is some color. Definitely gotta wipe that off. We gotta let it dry a little bit. Or set it with the red again. It's not gonna change the color of of the paste. So that's probably what we'll do. We'll set it with the, like, I don't know how many of you girlies like to wear makeup, but you know how when you put your foundation on and then you have to set it with the powder, kind of the same idea. That is very moist. Trying to be as gentle as possible so I don't smudge it. All right, that is way better. Here, take a look at my fingers. Then we're gonna need a dark color like black. This is gonna be like a shading for the flower. The black, this is my first time using the black. The black, well, obviously because she's black, so I don't use it very often. But that black is black. That covered my whole tattoo. That is great. All right. I like it. We're gonna get more practice with the other two. Now we can add our leaves to there. To there. Grab our white again. Am I holding that? You see how there was product on there because I didn't wipe it off? That's why you should wipe it off. Leaves it more crisp. We'll do one more leaf right there just because that one's kind of ugly and I didn't like it. And that's too wet at the edges right there. I don't know if you guys can see how like thick the edges look. It's way too thick. You want it to dry out a bit more. Dust that off. Go. Where is my what? That's better. And I still don't want to do it yet because that is going to spread. That was way too thick by accident. And then an accent green. This green will be a little bit too light. Well, let's go ahead and do it with that anyway. Or what if we're going to see what happens when you mix colors. I wonder if I can get like a darker green. Just a little bit of black. I think the black just completely took that over. I want like a nice deep forest green. Yeah, that's looking a little better. That's a pretty nice green. I'm wondering if I can. Okay. Oh, big fluffy brush. Bit of green. That one didn't come out as good. All right, now we're gonna do this 2 more times. One right here, one right there. I think for this one, we're all experimenting here. This is for us, we're all learning how to do this. So I think I really love the way the red paste is coming out. So we're just going to do the bread paste. And it's so saturated. I don't know if I need to go in with the white. Or it does need to be lighter. Okay, we're going to go in with the white. Let's not mess with what's working. Oh no, I used the wrong brush. Don't be a Jenny. Don't use the wrong brushes. Oh, I hate the way that looks now. We're getting new brushes. Don't worry, I have lots. Yeah, I'm gonna have the red one ready already. I just want to try to go in with that red. Feel like it's so saturated. I might not need the red base under. Wow. Can you guys see that? Wow. That is all I can say on this. This product is great. That is coverage. Oh my gosh. That is amazing. Do you guys see that red? Are we gonna let that dry? And then we'll go in with the chalk for the second layer. I am so freaking impressed by that coverage. I love it a lot. I don't know if to set it or if to go in the second layer with the chalk. That's getting dry already. That, I am so impressed by that. I don't think that's gonna do much. Yeah, that didn't do anything. Okay. I'm running out of arm room to continue mixing. I think we're gonna need to do a darker. red. A little dash of that black. So this is like a crimson red. We need like a burgundy right now. A little darker. Here, I don't know if you guys want to see what I'm attempting to do. I want a nice burgundy, darker red. This is like so dark it's almost brown, which it should work. Should be fine. Oh, I can lightly see the chalk, but it's just not dark enough. Sorry, chalk, we gotta replace you. So like the OPAWZ paste may be limited in colors, but the colors they do have, you can mix, get a very wide array of colors, as you can tell. We made forest green right now. We're making brown, burgundy. Yeah, the possibilities are great. Look at that. There you go. That is better. And we have brown, so we can set that also. We got brown. I have all my colors ready here, just in case I needed it. How's that showing up for you guys? A little too wet. You're like reblowing it? Well, while that's getting ready, we can actually work on this one. Yeah, because that's not exactly ready to set yet. So we'll work on this one right here. I'm in love with this red right now, though. Mazzy, quit being nosy. Wait, wait. I need you to hold still. Do you guys see that? Kind of. A little bit. Layer one. That is ready for the brown. Brush. I'm sorry I can't answer any questions, you guys. I still can't see the comments. Okay, and layer 3, we're going back in with the back. Going back in with the black. That was hard to say. Back in with the black. Ooh, that fits nicely. Saturation on the coverage on the black is also really impressive. Right. So wait for that. Instead, and we can add in the leaves. All right, where are we at, guys? Where is looks nice? So you could definitely work on like multiple designs at once while one is drying. You know, you can head over to a different one. 3. I think trying to match it up is one of the harder one of the harder parts of this. Down, go down. Wipe it off. When it's like smaller stencils like this one, you can just go in. There should be enough product on the brush to just go in rather than having to reapply. Sometimes it comes out even better because, like I said, you need a really thin amount. And when you take some off, you know, to make it crispier. That that looks great. Going with the green. It's a little heavy on top right there, but it should be fine. We'll find out. Yeah, it was not fine. Okay, we'll take it off with the with the wipey right now. But look how thin this one was and this one because I didn't reapply the white. It just came out. See the difference? It just came out so much better. Dust off the excess. Clean up with the wipey because this one was there you go. So much better. I'll do a second layer on that. Come out as saturated as I wanted it. All right. Got our poinsettias. Now we're gonna do an acorn. So oh no wait. We need to do the last little forest green part. And we still have a little bit that's not dried up here. Magic put that way. Thank you. The details. What if we just go in with our hand? I feel like it might be better. Oh, that is so much better. I like that better. I didn't like that one better. But the details. All in the details. All right. Okay, so we are done with you. Then next is oh, hold on. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Sorry about that. Okay, now I also have these little mini ones that were like super cute. Sorry guys, that was her daddy. You just saw her daddy, now she's all excited. Is that saturated enough? Oh no, that's awful. I didn't like that at all. Let's take that off. That one didn't happen. It probably could have been better if we had a flat surface like right here. That's probably what we needed. Oh yeah, there you go. Like it never happened. Okay, so now acorns. And do this really cute acorn. Kind of want it that way. That. I need to get around that way. I need it to go a muscle area. There you go. This one's gonna be a little tough. See, I need a different angle, you guys. Ooh, sorry. Placement is definitely key. Ooh, that was scary. I'm not even gonna lie. The more detailed the stencil, the harder it can be to put on. But that came out amazing. Oh, that was scary. We just gotta clean up a little bit, but it looks great. I love it. All right, we're gonna put that brown on that acorn gently. I really don't want that one to smudge. That looks amazing. And I'm clean this up right here. Oh my gosh, I love the way that looks. That might be my favorite thing on here. And clean up this. Oh my gosh, I love that. Dust that on. Oh my gosh, I feel like the imperfections make it even more perfect. I love it. It looks like some type of timeless painting. I love it. Wow. Okay. I need to bring you guys this side. We could do it again right here. I can't get over that. I love that so much. You did so good, Mazzy. You weren't moving at all. You were amazing. All right. Let's do it again, guys. Try to find that perfect angle. I think that's it right here. Ah, this is left hand. Not as crispy as that one, but it's gonna look a lot better once the color is in. Not bad though. Ooh, those detailed ones are hard. Okay, let's get that brown in. That cute little acorn right there. Some green. I feel like that needs more dimension. Yeah, definitely looks better now that the color is in. Pink. The stuff. I think I need some of this forest green in there. I'm almost out. I'm almost dry. Just a couple of dashes here and there. For the flat. A lot better. All right. And now we just gotta add. So you are now retired. We just gotta add our little sparkles. By sparkles, I mean these beautiful stars. Little twinkles everywhere. Yeah, that's what we can add right there. We can add a little twinkle there. Do a big twinkle here. Yeah, great. If you also have tape and because like I was just doing one star, you know, like right there, but because there's like little circles and spaces everywhere. So if you have tape, you can tape the back of the stencil. That way you can just, you know, make that by itself. And then you won't have these little accidents. Right? Made it all red. And I want the stars to be white. So I'm going to set them with the white OPAWZ chalk. But first I want to put all the twinkles. I'm going to twinkle. You guys see that? No, you guys can't see that. Ooh, a little bit. The twinkle. Did not come out as well as I wanted it. But that's okay because we can make it crispy. Might be wrong. Able to get away with all brush. So this is very thin brush. Yes. Perfect. Can you guys see that? That star is starry. We want more twinkles. Put some baby twinkles. Baby twinkle. Baby twinkles. I'm loving the baby twinkles. I still can't get over that red. That red's so good. That one was not my favorite. Let's go in. I don't want to be in your guys' way. Ah, messed that one up. I butchered you. I don't think I could go small enough for that. Not bad. Twinkles! We have twinkles everywhere. Oh, I feel like the twinkles just brought it all together. I don't know. What do you guys think? I love the twinkles. You like the twinkles, Matthew? This is not the right brush. Ooh. Sorry, guys. Bag number 2. There you go. I like these flat ones for pressing on. We're gonna set these stars. Set the stars. And we got my duster. Right. There we have it, y'all. We got some poinsettias, some twinkles, some stars. I love the acorns. And that only took us an hour and a half. That is not bad. Now, I do also have a glow light in here. So if we want to see how much of this, like these aren't going to glow, but some of these should glow. You guys want to find out? Do it. Let's find out. What's that glow? Here, let me clear some space though. A bit messy. Sorry, Mazzy, I'm trying to make room for you, girl. My bad. Little tail wagging. I also want to show you guys how fast all of this is gonna wash off my arm. It's so quick. Okay, we don't need all the brushes that we use. We want to give Maggie some table space. All right, guys, I'm gonna flip you around to my tub. Everything's quite a mess right now, but okay. Flip you to my tub. Arm. So the white's all gone. Looks like the red does stain a bit. And that's without soap. Here, I got some shampoo in here. Oops, that was way too much. Look at me wasting product. Looks like the only one that stayed was the red, which that's fine. But you guys saw how saturated that red is. Jeez, I'm so impressed with that red. But yeah, everything else is gone. Even the black is gone. That red. Yeah, so if you guys are looking for a temporary color, Christmas color that's gonna stay for a bit, that red's definitely gonna stay for a few days at least. Okay, back to Mazzy. And let's find out what glows and what doesn't. Does it glow? Okay. That is not bad. So the red does seem to be a bit dark, but the yellows and the greens that I added in there, yeah, that's pretty good. The white's not glowing mainly because I covered it in the chalk, but it's not too bad in the dark light. But yeah, look at that glow. That's what I expected from, whoa, that's my vacuum, my bad. Yeah, that's what I expected. The greens and the yellows were the things that were gonna glow on here. But there you have it, guys. We got some poinsettia, some stars, so love that acorn. I'm impressed by this red. so saturated. But yeah. Alright guys, I think it is time. Let me ask Annie. Done. Can we just swatch? When can I swatch all the colors on the skin and see how it shows up? Yes, I'm glad I looked at this. Heck yes, I can. Okay, we have all, and I have all the colors as well. Okay, so these are the colors that I have. I have, let's do white again. Okay, Annie, I am looking at the phones now. So feel free to talk to me. Okay, we're gonna do the white all over again. Got the white. Do a swatch. A bit of a thick swatch, but yeah. What's the difference between using paste and a brush? Paste with the brush? Oh, and the paste is a different consistency than a blow pen. The blow pen is more of like color being sprayed. If I was to blow pen her, you wouldn't be able to see it at all. This is just so much thicker that it's able to stay on her. So it's the thickness. Mazzy deserves all the cookies. We have cookies. Look, we have dog gingerbread cookies. Here. Don't jump down. I can't. You get a little piece because I can't trust you because you'll jump down. She knows that once the loop is done, that she's done. She's like, work is done. Here. Okay, we have the black. The black, just the coverage is great. The pink, you can still see through my tattoos. And it's a good thing that I'm doing this through my tattoos so that way you can see how much the coverage is. Yeah, the pigment is good. That's exactly why I'm doing it on the tattoos. Okay, we got green. By pigment, that's what I mean, like saturation, by the way. I don't know if you guys caught on to that. The red. Oh, that red. That red is just something different. Like even the texture of it feels amazing. It's like silky. Like the other ones are good, you know, like it just feels like a thicker consistency, but that red is silky. Mazzy is in the Christmas spirit. I know, she is in the Christmas spirit. Okay, here's yellow. Mazzy's just like her mama. She loves Christmas, she loves Halloween. Those are the two holidays that we celebrate. The yellow's pretty good. You can still see through my tattoos with the yellow. But the yellow shines brightest, though, I do have to say. So don't knock out the yellow. Then we got some purple. Is that all the colors, or am I missing one? Oh, orange. I don't know if I brought orange with me. Let me see. Oh, yes, I did. I'm lying. I have orange. I'm almost out. I gotta clean my finger down. Oh, the purple has good coverage as well. And then the orange. orange, a bit see-through. Pigment's not as strong, but the orange also glows. Here, if you guys want to see the glowing colors, what did I do with the black? There I go, turning on my vacuuming again. They glow. Yeah, of course the black isn't gonna glow, you know, because it's black. But there's the white, pink. The pink, you could tell it's pink. Green. What's that middle one? I don't remember. The purple is probably the weakest. The purple has a very light glow to it. What's that? What's the the red. Oh, the red doesn't glow very well. I don't know if you guys saw that. Everyone loves the twinkles. I love the twinkles. I feel like the twinkles